There are many stories in the Philippines. Many stories that undiscovered stories that we want to impart to all of you. Like Baguio, for instance, you know, the history of Baguio, the culture, the heritage is so rich. So we have so much really stories to tell. The industries are just waiting to tell their stories. So to me, I think the message here is that look deeper, do immersive travel, do not scrimp on your travels, do slow travel, because it is important for you to connect with people, to learn their history, learn their ritual, because this is where you will be proud to be a Filipino. You will be proud of coming here. And you know what is important is that you cannot just come here one time. You should come and visit the Philippines, Baguio, the Cordilleras on a repeat visit, because every time you come to any part of the Philippines or even the Cordilleras, there's something new always. And there's always friendship and love that will come into being.
Good morning mga kasenyor, nandito tayo sa Baguio City and we are attending the Baguio Festival. This is Baguio's Creative Festival. Join me as we experience the creativity and the heritage, the art, the culture, the crafts of this city of pines. Itong malamig na syudad nito, and we're very happy to visit. We'll be visiting museums, galleries, restaurants that celebrates the creativity of the people of Baguio. So tara na, samahan niyo na kami as we experience the Baguio Festival. Let's go! Good.
I'm a member of the Creative Baguio City Council. So ang co-chairs, na-meet nyo na si Mang Stan. So basically ito ay isang parang man cave ko. So because I've spent 4 decades in media, before the EDSA revolution, ano na ako, amateur or neophyte journalist na ako. Nag-start ako sa camera, so ito yung actually yung camera ko noon, yung ginamit ko nung dumating si Santo Papa, Pope John Paul II, nasan ko na ngayon. So, actually, graduate ako ng fine arts, I'm supposed to be a painter, visual artist. Pero dahil sa camera nga, nagkataon ako, nakachamba ako, kaya naka-encounter ako ng mga insidente. Ito yung mga enlarger ko, so nagde-develop ako ng mga film noon. Ito, malapit lang naman, ito sa Baguio kasi may mga publication kami, local publication. Dinala ko yung picture ko, parang aksidente na may truck na natumba, dinagana niya yung taxi, kumalat yung mga repolyo, so human interest. Naging front page. So yun yung aking first na front page na 1982. Taro tayo dito. Walang picture. Sorry. So ito, member din ako ng kapisanan ng mga broadcaster sa Pilipinas, KBP. So ito yung aking mini radio announcers booth. I can actually connect online. Alam niyo naman, itong lumang telephone, i-connect lang naman ng alligator clip dun sa linya ng kable, di ba? Idadial mo yung number sa studio, ano ka na, party line ka na. So I can actually interview you, pero wala na, hindi. Nag-retire na ako sa radyo ng bayan noon, di ba? Okay, baba tayo para mas mabot ba ano dito ng electronic light. Kulehiyo ng Mascom, ito yung parang blue screen, green screen. So nagkakaroon kami ng mga simulation ng newscasting na, di ba yung sa weather, like yung mga pinapalitan yung background ng maps, typhoons, yung mga incidents. Actually luma na yon. So ngayon AI na kasi ngayon. So, pinapakita ko yung mga makalumang gamit. I'm sure marami sa inyo nakarinig ng mga plaka, yung mga cassette tape.
Mga makalumang gamit.
Oh. So, yan. Ito pala yung makaluma rin na 16mm camera.
Wow.
Yung bago namatay naman si Direk Mike De Leon, 3 beses na siyang pumunta dito. Dapat magkakaroon na sana siya ng pelikula. Yung pinakahuling pangarap niya na magkaroon ng pelikula, serializing o kaya parang telling his life story. Kasama niya kasi, may bahay siya dito sa Baguio. Madalas siya dito. Kaibigan niya yung mga Pony Boys.
Kung mangarap ka't magising.
Oo. Yan dapat yung kanyang, may ginawa siyang ang eksena dapat pupunta siya sa isang museum. May mga makalumang gamit, magdodonate siya. Ito yung ginagamit nila Lino Broca noon. Binahagi ni Mike De Leon sa akin. Kung alam niyo yung kung sino sa mga nasa radyo kaya cinema, ito yung malaman yung Nagra cassette recorder yung ginagamit sa broadcast. Nung araw hindi ko talaga ma-afford na bilhin ng mga to. So salamat naman kay Direk Mike De Leon. Okay. Isa kasi akong artist, pintor. Ang studio ko naman dyan, lalabas kayo dito, pupunta kayo dyan, makita niyo aking mga painting. Ito, trabaho ko ng estudyante pa ako. Nagtapos ako ng Fine Arts, major in painting sa University of Santo Tomas. So,
engineering, tabing building lang tayo.
Sa engineering, nako.
UST.
Sina Bryce Hernandez, sina Bryce, mga UST, mga engineering din niya. Tsaka na, ibang story na yun. Okay, ngayon kasi, kumbaga amateur ako noon sa cinematography. Naging Mowell fan baby din ako dahil nag-film din ako sa UP Film Center, sa cinema. Ngayon, amateur uli ako pagdating sa artificial intelligence. So, alam naman natin ngayon yung mga kinukuha natin ng mga larawan. Dinidiktahan lang natin si AI, gawin mo to, palakarin mo to, bigyan mo, palitan mo ng mga kasuotan nito, ganun. Okay, so yun na muna. Nag-work din kasi ako sa DTI at bilang media specialist. Ako kasi yung media specialist ng Cordillera. So, buong Cordillera region, ako yung nagka-travel sa mga probinsya, nagpo-promote. May mga apprentice ako na estudyante, kaya meron akong setup na sa photography. Dinidiscuss ko yung texture, shape, element, paano ayusin yan. So ito yung nung una baliktad ito, yun pala maganda na gawin. Doon pala nagmula yung may tsura ng mga. Sa architecture kasi, may mga gumagaya like yung Baguio Museum, pattern from the Ifugao Hat, and pattern from the Kayabang, pattern from yung Samuel F.B. Morse, di ba? Sa radio. Isa siya sa mga horsemen. Thomas Alva Edison, yung sa telepon. Marami akong telepono dyan. Si Guglielmo Marconi, wireless. At saka si Thomas Alva Edison, saka si Alexander Graham Bell. Ngayon, sa printing press, ito yung, dahil nga, sa mga ginawa ko ng artwork ito, nag-demo ako ng mga, ito yung tinatawag na rubber cut. Actually, pwede sa wood. Pwede rin sa lithograph pag stone. Sa stone, gumagamit kami ng mga graphic pen. Gumagamit kami ng mga, binabasa namin yan pero wala kasi ako ng printing na roller press. So, para lang ito yung ginagamit namin sa ink para mag-demo tayo. Ito po yung ginagamit yung ito yung mga ink, mga tools. Basic lang. So ngayon, dali ng dati kasi ang hirap umorder ng mga ganito. Punta ka pa sa Enriquez sa Manila Quiapo, Hidalgo. Avenida. Ngayon, gagamitin mo na lang yung cellphone mo, order ka sa Lazada o sa Temu, di-deliver na. Ito, order ko sa Temu. So, may mga ganyan na. So, So, maski nasa probinsya ka, nakakasali ng mga artwork. Actually, galing sa mga printing press, meron silang flatbed. Ito naman yung template ng aking yung ginawa kong art dito. Yan. Kaya, ayun. Kasi dito nagde-demo rin ako ng handmade paper pagka may mga time na halimbawa full day kayo. Ito yung mga proseso. Meron yung fiber. Actually, kung alam niyo yung snake plant, ginugunting-gunting ko siya, niluluto ko siya, dinidikdik. Tapos pati yung mga recycled paper, minimix ko, fiber. Ito yung kinalabasan. Okay. Pagka gusto ko rin naman pino, ito yung magiging resulta ganito. So actually, tama, pattern from yung concept ng rubber stamp.
Ilang taon nyo na pong ginagawa itong klase ng art na to?
Yung first na estudyante pa ako nung nag-rubber stamp kami, nag-woodcut kami. Pero ngayon, inano ko na lang para for demonstration purposes. Ginaganyan.
Habang nag-inuman kayo, pwede ka pa yung gawan.
Ito yung madaling gawin. At saka kung may mga kaibigan ka, parang kami, gustong humingi ng artwork. Ito na nga. Ito na nga, para ano, kasi ang hirap gawa ng painting. Kung kilala niyo si Babu Mondoñedo, yung namayapan. Taga Manila siya, pero kagaya nila Ben Cab, ninais niya dito. Ngayon ito na yung kalalabasan ng ating artwork na gawa ng rubber cut.
Nice.
So ito.
Diba?
Kaya ako gusto itong kasi makaluma. Yung style na makikita mo yung mga lubang libro, ganyan sila. Pero yung iba, etching. No? So may mga nagbibenta ng mga ganito, nagpan lang sila ng, may pirma sila doon, pero yung may ratio, 23rd of 100. Ibig sabihin, 100 ang i-reproduce nila. Ito yung number 24. Ganun.
Number. So ano
Make
po?
it windy. Sabi niya, windy. Tapos, ginawa niyang mahabang book ng misis ko. So kulang ako sa instruction. So dapat precise yung instructions mo. Kasi ito walang hangin to, pero ginawa niyang windy. So photos lang talaga yan. In-instruct ko na galawin niya.
Oo nga, no? Nakita mo yung ano.
Pwede pala yun.
Pero kung makita mo yung ano, like,
Yeah.
also, there's...
Totoo lang natin yan.
Kasi ang tawag sa ganun?
Alin?
Sa pixelation, sa sa movement, hindi siya precise.
Hindi siya precise.
For example, sige, movement.
Oh.
Look at this one.
Oh, actually,
Mga letters na.
yung mga letters, ini-scramble niya.
Nililito na siya. Hindi kaya.
Kaya, pagka ano ka,
Makikita.
magfo-forensic ka sa mga AI, dito mo babantayan
Mga letters.
yung mga yon. Kasi ito, yung mga details, so kailangan magpo-freeze ka. Actually, ginawa niyang matangos ang ilong ko eh. Sa ibang mga... Ayan. Yan si Espiriton Laksa. Yan o, ginawa niyang matangos konti yung ilong ko.
Sa Citizen Jake, nandito kay Hardy Baldo. Hindi tinanggap ni Mike Dallaire.
Leon, oh.
Anong award yan?
Sa ano to?
PMPC or?
Nandito yung
Grabe, nandito pala sa museum. Citizen Jake Museum. PMPC Star Award for Citizen Jake. At nandito kay Art.
Yeah.
So, hindi tinanggap ni ano.
May contribution ba doon?
Yung ano, yung
Ito yung mga classic Filipino movies, oh. Ganito kami ngayon.
member kasi ako sa NCCA Committee on Cinema. Kaya
Ganito kami ngayon. Nandoon yung Manila sa Kuko ng Liwanag. Original Panday.
Ano ba yung Baguio Arts Guild?
Kakaba ba?
sa film Punta niyo sa film.
Azalea. At Podium Boutique Hotel. Action for local. Your stuff. Good station.
By your group, no? Art Hills under the Art Foundation of Baguio. And then there was a collab together with the Autism Hearts Foundation. So, but they've been doing this. They've been having workshops since 2017. Talagang advocacy nila. So, Melan has been doing this as an advocacy. So this is the venue where they have the workshops.
Yeah.
So I was saying, so sabi ko, you expound on it, and yeah, they would like to talk to you about the advocacy, and is architect Dulce here?
Yeah, they're coming.
Okay. So yung mga partners nila, they're coming, and she's worked with kids, no? So maybe they need the backgrounds of what you do, and since 2017, what happened to kids? Yeah. So yeah, okay, the floor is yours. So this is a group combination of mainstream media, bloggers, and bloggers.
Okay, good evening. First and foremost, welcome to the Podium Boutique Hotel. And yes, I'm a hotelier and the rest of the tour and an aspiring artist.
Yeah, okay, why
So,
not?
yeah, since 2017 when we opened the hotel, parang we've been hosting local artists, promoting primarily local artists, giving them a space to showcase their art. So, Art Hills actually evolved during the process, but we only thought of that now actually last quarter of last year. After the pandemic, so we experienced so many issues on mental health and concerns, and I think I'm also being a psychology graduate, so I think that also matters.
Yeah,
And I authored a book recently.
Yeah, we saw it at the gallery, your book.
Yes.
Agadia was admiring you.
Oh, thank you po. Yeah, but of course, I am not alone in the advocacy. So practically, we are not backed by a big corporation. It's a voluntary work from local artists. So in the group, we're not just artists. So we have our mental health advocate, Mr. Ricky, as part also of the advocacy. And Ms. Sally is also a psychologist.
Yes, so we have them all.
Yeah, but the artists kasi medyo na late. But they will be here, like Kuya Ompong that
Yes,
architect and so basically it's just a collaborative local artists volunteering actually to support the cause. So what do? Yes, so we offer the space for workshop for free. in such a way that we also encourage our local artists to conduct the workshop. So
They themselves
conduct. I think two of them were there. Si Irish and si Irish po and Rachel. So these are the two artists who taught the kids. So yung sa exhibit natin, ma'am, that was 6 sessions of workshop, 6 weeks of workshop. Some of them have never painted on the canvas before. A few have never joined exhibit. So it was their first time. So the reason why the reaction of the kids when they decided to exhibit it, and we appreciate much CBCC Mami News na she offered to let these kids be a part of it. So it actually sila talaga yung star. And together with that, of course, you've seen the community mural. Like what Mami News said, what we want is inclusivity, regardless of age, talent. So all those who painted were not necessarily artists. Some of them are like passers-by who we invited during the session. So yung sa Carantes. Sa Carantes. So we opened a one day of exhibit and offering them panels. So not necessarily artists. So it's really a collaborative.
Carantes is a street. It's an alley. It's an alley. Actually, it has been revived to making it a walking street now. Where it used to be, well, dingy, sleazy, but now it has been rehabilitated. So it is an avenue, a venue also where you can have different forms of art happening. And I think she was one of them who started to use the space. So it has become a creative space na rin. So more and more creative spaces are popping.
When we had the Kasiyan community painting, we also had the dancers from the regions. Let me introduce them. This is Mr. Region Tamayo and Miss Irish. For Autism Hearts.
The Autism Hearts Foundation.
Yes.
These are all of from the media. It's a cross-section of the media. So you have mainstream media, you have bloggers and bloggers. So as part of our support, talaga, as I always say, communication is key. So I think it's important that we have media writing about the beautiful stories of our city, our people, and what we do as a creative city. So
mental health and program, mental health and wellness, substance abuse manager ng Baguio, City of Baguio, sa LGU po.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. See, there's that synergy with both government and private sector.
Yeah, and this advocacy we start up with reaching out for those psychotic victims na tinatawag natin. So, mga taong gasa in the human sphere. So, we integrate them, then we give them opportunities, then there's po yung naging bad siya for the employment ng family.
Art Hills. To live a creative life, we must lose our fear of being wrong. Nice? Ng mga estudyante. Hindi tayo mga nag-workshop. Bawat floor may gallery. This is on the 4th floor.
Thank you very much.
Yung ating ginawang Mongolian barbecue. Ano kaya lasa? Matitikman natin. Ako nagtimpla nito. So, try natin na sinubukan. Ginawa natin kung ano lasa. Ito ka muna.
Number 11.
7-Eleven.
Sarap ba?
Oh, yeah.
Stained glass.
Good evening. I'm Marge De La Cruz Gomez, a visual artist and a props maker of Gallery Echo dito sa Baguio City. And dito sa Azalea Residences, 3 years na ako nagtitinta together with my husband, who's also an artist. And every year, I make it a point na yung theme ng Pasko is about the birthday celebrant. Kaya nga Christmas. Yung first part is the name of the celebrant, which is Jesus Christ. Then the word Mass is yung araw niya. Kumbaga merong Martin Mass, merong Miguel Mass. Ito naman is Christmas. So, bakit ka nga ba maglalagay ng kung ano-ano? Eh, Christmas is about Him. That's why ang design na nilalagay namin ng husband ko is related with Christmas. And this year, ang napili namin i-emphasize yung shepherds and yung sheep, and then the angels, yan kahit last year nilagay pa namin yan. Because you won't be surprised na among all the people on earth na pagbabalitaan ng coming of the King, bakit shepherds, di ba? Why those simple people? God has a purpose. Hindi lang big time. Kahit small time, it matters to God. So, yun yung gusto rin namin i-emphasize sa theme namin ngayon. So, up there, you will see the stars. And then, in the second floor, the sheep, the shepherds, and the angels. And then, itong boxes, I hand-painted them all. Ang purpose niya ay upuan. Pwede rin pagpatong-patongin ng mga bata. So, it has interaction dito sa Christmas tree. Then, also, ang color of the year kasi is mocha mousse. So, I chose these colors. So, naglalaro siya sa browns and then the classic whites. Bihira akong maghalo-halo ng kulay na sobrang colorful. Alam niyo naman ang artist. Very keen on colors. So, ito yung pinili namin for this year. Then, you might notice, Marge, bakit ang laki-laki ng star? I intentionally asked them to look for a very big star. Hindi yung star na 5-pointed. Gusto ko yung Star of Bethlehem style yung 4. Yung parang ganon. And bakit oversized? Because the star in Bethlehem was really big. Kaya nga natuntun agad the shepherds and the wise men. Kasi nga ang laki ng Star of Bethlehem. Then, down here, the Christmas tree, you will notice, ito sadya. Sinadya ko talagang gawin. The logo of Azalea Residences, the flower. And then inside, it's a card. You have to write here, the guests, the employees, na you write something that you want to thank God for. Kasi Christmas is a time of giving.
Yes.
So, huwag naman po hingi lang ng hingi, di ba? Mag-thank you ka naman. So, you can write it here, and then, isabit mo sa even the simplest thing that you want to thank God for. So, this is not just a Christmas tree with the decors, pero this is a talking Christmas tree. Yun. Meron siyang kaluluwa, hindi lang siya decor. So, every year, ayan, napupuno yan, and it's just November, katatapos lang namin ayusin it. So, by the end of, let's say, December 31, punong-puno to ng Christmas cards.
Trade fair dito sa Azalea, pwede yung puntahan. Evening.
Mga pasalubong po, meron tayong budget for yes, ma'am. Apa.
Pwedeng bilhin. day of our Baguio Creative Festival here in Baguio. Ngayon, mga crafts naman ngayon. Chocolate and pilak and then iba-iba pa. Whistling Creek bukas pa pala. Ng Baguio.
Oh, may Fairview.
Oo nga, Fairview. Ang layo niya na. Fairview, Quezon City.
Fairview.
Chocolate doses.
Pasok na daw po.
Okay.
One of our local producers of chocolates. Cacao, Cordillera Cacao.
Monday to Saturday. Hanggang Sunday pala. Brain chocolate. Ganda. Ay, ito maganda. Meron pa ano.
Yes po. Napag-usapan namin ng husband ko na mag-molding experience kayo ng chocolate.
Wow!
Excited na po ba kayo?
Yes, we are.
Pero pa-isa-isa lang po muna yung papapasukin natin kasi yung body heat natin medyo hindi siya pwede ma-untemper yung chocolate. Okay, so dun sa chocolates with the Cordillera Cacao Industry, napakaganda po ng question ni Sir kanina kasi sabi niya, yung bang cacao, binibili nyo sa ibang lugar, tapos pinaprocess nyo lang dito or dito na talaga. Dito po natin sino-source out ang cacao. Ayan, napakahaba po ng kwento, pero as we go along the way, makikita naman din po natin itong presentation na to. Ganito po yung packaging namin nun nung nag-uumpisa kami, yung cellophane, tapos lagyan lang namin ng sticker, ribbon, and then instead na baso yung ilagay dito yung chocolate na namin. Frustration ko po ang packaging. Ganyan po yung packaging namin nung nag-start kami as KMFE, Kapatid Mentoring Program by the Department of Trade and Industry. And pinapa-improve po namin siya ng pinapa-improve. Itong packaging po na to, meron pong assistance ang Department of Trade and Industry na packaging and labeling worth 35,000. Kaya na-improve po siya. Ang problem lang po dito, pag tinataas mo ganun yung chocolate, nakuhulog siya. Eh, napabali po yung chocolate. So parang, ano ba yan? Nakala ko tapos na yung problema sa packaging. Ano ulit yung gagawin namin? Naging ganito po ulit siya. Kaya lang, ito po, dahil po hindi namin kaya yung sa big companies na magpa-print, ito po ay photo paper. Yun lang po ang photo paper, nag-molds po siya, di ba po, pag tumatagal. Kaya po, naghahanap po ulit kami ng ibang klase ng packaging. By the way, ito po yung first na feature kami sa isang newspaper. And then, ito naman po, sa IFEX, during IFEX noong 2018, na-invite po kami na mag-IFEX. Si Ma'am Stella Doque, the first certified chocolate maker in Europe and a chocolate taster na Filipino, nagpunta po siya sa IFEX. Nakita po niya yung product namin, bumili po siya, and dinala po niya sa Europe para i-taste. Ito po yung comments nila. The lack of basic machinery at Eva's Chocolate Kitchen means this 100% bar is fat bloomed. Ibig sabihin, hindi po na-temper yung chocolates namin, kaya color white po siya. And untempered but the light roast brings out notes of dried raspberries. Natikman na po ba yun sa chocolate? Dried raspberries, napaka-laging po ng ability nila to taste the chocolates. And a medley of tropical fruit cocktail, a lovely chocolate one with a hint of natural sweetness, absolutely no bitterness, and tannic fish. Dahil po dito, naging curious sila sa Cordillera Cacao. All the way from Europe, they visited us again dito sa Cordillera. In-invite ko po sila sa bahay kasi wala po kaming budget na pang restaurant. Tapos in-invite ko po yung mga kasama ko mga farmers sa Cordillera para makilala po nila. And then, naniniwala po sila na with the taste na natikman nila sa tableya namin, may Criollo dito sa Cordillera. And that's the time na diniscuss nila sa amin what's the difference of the Criollo variety to the other hybrid varieties. Kaya po kami din naghanap ng century-old na Criollo. Pinatest ko namin actually sa, if you're familiar po with Doc Barlaan, pinatest po namin siya sa University of Southern Mindanao. And ang pinakamataas po ay 77%. Sabi po nila, pupunta sila para itag yung kakao, pero up to now, wala pa po. I think nagkakaroon ng discussion kung ilang percentage ba yung i-honor nila na Criollo. Kasi parang pagka 90% and above, masyadong mataas daw po yun. Wala nang masicertify na Criollo, baka iilan lang.
Mga 1 hour pa po mo. Smile mo. Meron pa po nakapila doon sa gilid? Nandito pa po kami.
Yung po na ito, meron po kaming artist na painter po siya na ovarian cancer, may ovarian cancer. Nung COVID po kasi nagkaroon kami ng program na Chocolate for a Cause. Yung Chocolate for a Cause, tumutulong po kami sa mga may sakit. Mga bata po yung target namin, kaya naging beneficiary namin yung apo ni Vice Mayor Uluwan. Pero nilapit po siya sa amin. Tapos, nagbigay po kami ng mga chocolates po sa kanila kung mabibenta nila sa kanila na yung sales ng chocolates. And then, gusto ko po kasi talaga ito na maging part ng packaging ko. Chinek po namin naka-IPO siya. Kaya ang ginawa ko po, sabi ni Sir Elmer Macalingay ng Ecolodge, isuot mo na lang. Kaya nagpa-customize po ako mismo ng coat na ganito. Sinuot ko po siya mismo, tapos dirinowin po. So, ito po ay Arabica chocolate.
Arabica chocolate?
Isa po ito sa bestseller po ng Dulce. Ayaw na po nila ako. Mga na-train po tayong mga chocolate makers sa Benguet. And ako po pala si Richard. Nahuli. Yan, founder po ng Cacao Growers and Processors of Benguet Baguio Federation. CEO po ng Dulce. And because of the continuous activities na ginagawa namin, I was nominated as the chairman of the Cordillera Cacao Industry Development Council. I was nominated po noong 2021. Di ba po? Kaya DUL. And yung CHE, it came from my name, Richard. Yes.
Ba't mahaba here?
Yes. Nagpabalik po ako.
Di ba mahaba pa ng tita tayo?
Opo. BPIC nag-call.
Chili strawberry. Maanghang siya.
Asok po na repolyo. Repolyo yung mga tao. Kaya nilagay ko siya dito.
Para sa kayo, sorry.
Molder po tayo. 70 grams. Opo, 70, 140, 210. Analin dito ka para mag-guide mo si sir. Ay, Fred, dito ka. Okay. Sige, sir, spread lang po. Yan. Opo, 70 grams po. Tignan po natin yung weight. Sumobra na po tayo. Sige, okay lang po. May excess naman siyang pumunta dun sa side. Dun na po tayo sa second. 146 po.
146. Anong flavor po ito?
Yung chocolate po.
140.
Opo. Keto dark chocolate po yan. 70% dark.
Keto dark. So, and then next one.
Opo.
Dapat is 210.
Opo. 216 na lang po. And then, taktakin po natin. Ayan. Sa pagmumolder din po pala kailangan nating bilisan kasi pwedeng tumigas yung chocolate. Sige, taktakin na lang po natin. Opo. Okay, next po. Ayan. Doon po tayo kay Annalyn. Ayan.
So,
Tabi ka kay sir. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Kung tired yung... Kasi dati, mura yung spread. Kumpara sa bar. Oo nga daw, mas ano na, may improve.
Gano'n ka lang yun?
Mga products sila. Iba-ibang klaseng tsokolate. Tablea, chili, strawberry, pistachio yung natikman natin yung gusto. Mas spread ang natikman natin. Pistachio, strawberry, chocolate, tsaka matcha. May cathedral ng Baguio.
Pangalawang asawa niya, flower.
Baguio Cathedral. Cathedral. We're going here. Ito daw tayo pupunta. Diyan simbahan. At dito tayo sa Port Apaga.
He has homes here. So your Airbnb is called Guest Haven talaga. So that's a brand na Airbnb talaga nila.
Yes, while preparing for your...
So ako
Ay, uwi ko na po.
Wala si mama.
sold na. Sold na.
Oo nga, sold na eh.
Ayan ang kitchen nila, di ba?
Nice.
So you can see exactly how they're preparing.
Wow.
And
Very simple and small. It's like a home cooking. Home cooking, yeah.
yeah.
Yung water nila nakalagay sa takor eh.
Mukha lang.
This is yogurt.
Yes, po, sir. With local homemade yogurt.
Fruit with homemade local yogurt. What are we having?
Morning sandwich po with organic vegetables and pumpkin seed.
Wow.
So they offer breakfast.
This is from where?
Davao Coffee. The details, sir.
Edgar.
Ang bango.
Isa pa. 1, 2.
Grabe.
Ayan, para hindi ko...
Single origin na coffee from Mount Apo.
Oh.
Nanalo siya recently sa Seiya Greens Top 1 Nationals. Produced and processed by Cherry Cabanday. It's a co-ferment na Catimor variety na cinnamon
cinnamon ka, may nose ng cinnamon. Mas prominent yung cinnamon na taste niya.
Ano yung which interest talaga na? Kasi
Yung mga ganito.
ay, gusto ko yung mga...
Ay, si Kwan po, si Fashion Velvet, si Jo na Avance.
Yeah, meron siya.
Sige, ma'am.
Program, no? So it's related also to our desire to be part of the UNESCO principles, right? So when I was regional director, I was reviving many things, no? And one of them was silk. There is a municipality here in Benguet. It's called Kapangan. It's mulberry, dapat na i-plant. So mulberry. So they started to learn how to plant mulberry. And mulberry is the only leaf, mulberry leaf, that silkworm eat, no, to produce, to spin cocoon. So anyway, very quickly, this was part of my advocacy to revive it, ano. But little did I know that we would become a UNESCO creative city. And a good friend of mine, please, a good friend of mine is Bayo, the owners of Bayo. So garments sila. And they have a foundation, it's called Bayo Foundation. So I said, I want you to look into the silk. So they said, when they saw it, they wanted to support me. They wanted to help in the revival. So to help the community spin again, and they will buy it, they'll purchase it. So one of them, ganyan, no? So, and then when I introduced them to Mayor Magalong, Mayor Magalong said, you help our weavers. Na, ganyan, no? So we said, sige, let's put up something that will help the weavers, but also promote our advocacy. So it happened that Mayor Magalong had this building existing, and he told me, do you want to use this? Kasi we need to have a center. You want to use this? Because it's not being used. This was the repair shop of the trucks of SEPMO. SEPMO is the City Environment Management Office, so they are in charge of parks. So what you see down there is the botanical garden already. So this is where, this was open. This was where the trucks would go in, and that's open also. It's like a butas. So they would come in and repair. And then open lahat to, it was a roll up like that. So sabi ni Mayor, oh, do you want to use this? Sabi ko, yes, of course we will use it. So we had to refurbish it. We had to make sure that, siyempre, the protection from the elements also. And we said, UNESCO Creative City na ang Baguio. So sabi namin, let's create this hub for communities weaving. So we named it Harvest. So Harvest is an acronym. It means, the acronym, Heritage and Artisanship Reimagined as a vehicle for economic growth, sustainability, and technology. So Harvest, the principle behind Harvest is to really make sure that one of the pillar handicrafts, which is weaving, is preserved. It's really preservation. It's one of them. Just much like wood carving, we don't want it to go away. We want it to be transferred to the next generation also. So really preservation. So that's one. And the other is really enabling weavers, zero-knowledge weavers, to learn how to weave. So it's not just about the pillar craft of weaving so that you can make textile, yung textile ng cultural textile, but learn to weave so that it can be also contemporary weaving. Basta that skill of weaving is important. So once you train here, you might opt to weave traditional, you might opt to weave contemporary, you might opt to weave something else. Basta the skill is passed on, okay? So ganon. So we train people here. So we are in partnership with several national agencies also. So when we inaugurated, we said that kasi nga sustainability lahat. So lahat ng gamit dito is sustainable. So lahat that you see, the wood, we said let's put a cover here, but let's make sure that the wood that we use are felled pine trees. So lahat ng mga from the bagyo, no, from storms, lahat ng felled trees that fall, we gather them and we said, SEPMO, can you put it all together. Kasi foundation nga, no? We don't have really that big funds. So, we said, this is design, execute it. So, lahat na ito are pine trees that have been fell trees, right? So, they've fallen from ano. So, we took them, and then we commissioned an artist, one of the 5 artists, the lady artist, si Benazir Martinez. Sabi namin, this is the design, this is the concept. Can you render something so that we can use it in the hub? So sabi niya, yes, I can. So this is Benazir's work. So let's get in. So anyway, as I said, this is a foundation. So the resources is limited. So nag-creative funding ako. So I asked all my friends from corporate, like Boysen, sila nag-provide ng paint. They also sponsored si Benazir, to commission her to do this work. So everything here is creative funding. It's all people donors that we solicited and so on. So Harvest is a creative community. So we stress on the unity community hub. So this is open to people that want to learn how to weave and practice sustainability. So this is open to not only Baguio. I told the mayor, let's open it to entire Bliss. So the Bliss area. So now, we have actually 11 weavers, but nagkakarelyebo ngayon sila, no? So, from zero knowledge, we have enabled them to now look at them ang bibilis. So, if they're earning minimum wage, they're earning more than that. So, it's also livelihood. So, let us enter. So, because this is part of Botanical, so we have flowers also. We have plants rin. So, welcome. Okay, so this is Harvest. So, everything you see here are all donated. Our looms are donated by many people, including Rotary Club Makati, nag-donate dito, pumunta na dito. So, PPRI Supreme donated. Yan yung mga looms na yung donate. So this is not tarpaulin. We use canvas, but it's not tarpaulin. So it's not plastic. So lahat yan. So Benazir created this mural. So ayan yung silk. So we said weaving should not only be for women, but it should be inclusive. So we have men. That's why sabi ko, depict that there. So ayan. So as I said, Harvest, we actually focus on unity. So it's a united front, no? So ayan.
Community.
Community. So creative community. So either Harvest or architecture design, it's all natural design. So our weavers actually, they've learned catch yung powder, graduate ka. Kabla. Then we come down to they don't have access to markets, no? So lahat yan, binibigay ng tayo foundation.
Pilak, silver crop store. Pasok tayo sa pilakan. Oh, mga pilak. Sige. Ghetto.
He's also an officer of CDCC. So they have continued on the tradition. So a lot of their work is patterned after the filigree. But I will give you the floor to Roman to explain also, no, how this piece came about. And up to this day, it's the family started it. So you are the second generation already that is continuing the tradition of silver making, jewelry making. So, Romer, your floor.
Welcome everyone. We're doing silver the traditional way, non-machine, all manual.
All hand.
Yeah. If we have a volunteer, we could ask one to make.
Anyone who would like to do a volunteer?
Gawa
Baka may
siya
gusto.
ng singsing.
Yan. Gusto mo, sir?
O later meron kasi that's part of the experiential aspect, no? In fact, one of our staff, si Kyle, yun nung kinasal siya mismo ang gumawa ng kanyang singsing dito. So, mga ganong klase. So, if you propose here, why not have your ring made here na rin?
No, make your own ring here.
Make your own ring na rin here.
We do
So,
gold
parang
and silver
ganun.
now.
Oo, yeah.
Kasi hindi ko Trojo plate anything, any metal. So, hindi na natin alam kung natotoo sa hindi. Unlike yung sa atin, true and true yan, no coating. Silver.
Kaya parang minsan gusto mong mag-tarnish na lang siya kasi alam mo talagang
Yes,
silver siya.
there you go. Yun yung true test actually. Pag nag-tarnish, tas na, linisan mo na, bumalik, ito na yun. Dito naman, lifetime lahat. Lifetime warranty kami sa lahat ng products.
Hindi namimili.
Bigat pala yan.
Gusto mo sabi ko.
1,000. Depende pa sa
pataas pa yun. Hindi pa
sa stock market price.
Yes. Pero ngayon, on the average sila na.
Isang sing-sing.
Oo, kasi may mga allowances para may hinihila ka. Nababawasan siya na siguro.
Yan, pwede na yan. Pwede na.
So, meeting ba?
Opo. 0.
Ilang ano?
Kwan po, dapat nasa 10.
10.
Opo. Nasaan yung copper wire?
10. Dapat 10.
Hindi po, 0.5. Yung copper.
Step is tutunawin daw siya. Anong ginagamit na pantunaw?
Ang ginagamit namin, sir, is gasolina po.
Gasolina.
Opo, ito po, hindi po ito yung PG. Iwan po, parang tinumberd lang namin. Pero gas yung nilalagay.
Tutunaw. Anong temperature para matunaw siya?
Iwan po, pag nalusaw na, sir. Excuse me po.
Hindi mo ginagamit.
Opo. Pero yung hangin lang po yung nakukuha namin dito. Yung parang tubig na naiiwan po.
Tunawin.
So, pag nag-indigit na siya, ilalagay na siya.
Kaya ito po tingnan. And then, start, start.
Okay na, sir.
Naihipo na siya?
Opo, hindi na po may mainit. Mabilis na
ako may... Ito na yun, pupukpukin siya.
Oo, sir, para maging square. Kasi hindi pa square. Okay. Pa-square po natin mo. Tapos idadaan natin dyan sa ipitan. Sa taas po nito.
Okay, so. Parang roller.
Opo, lalapas po siya, iipitin. Yun na.
Okay.
Tapos pagkatapos nito po, dito po naman sa.
So, dapat marunong kayong paglalabas, iipitin, ha?
Excuse me, sir. Sige, sir. Try mo, sir. Hindi pa lang. Sige, sir. Sige lang.
Ayun.
Tapos mag-adjust tayo, sir, para bumaba. Maipit niya.
Tingin ka lang, DJ, sa ginagawa. Tingin mo tapas kamay mo kapag ikot. Tingin ko.
Yung ginagawa mo mga
35 years.
35 years na ako.
Ito naman, sir, para magpantay. Niro-rotate ba siya? Tapos mag-adjust mo ng ano, no?
Initin ulit para
lumambot siya, sir. Pag ginagawa ulit doon, mag-crack sa gilid. Kasi matigas pa naman.
Kasi pwede yung tuloy-tuloy ka sa parang lalambot yan sila.
Sa console, gitna. Lima lang yan. Hindi pa sir, hindi pa mabilog. Para magkaroon siya ng parang half round. Flat sa baba. Tapos
Half round dapat.
half round. Gitna.
Ayun, kumukulot na siya.
Sige lang sir. Doon pa rin. Nasa inside na
Ang bilis pa lang mabilog.
malambot lang pag nakainit siya.
Lambot. Baka malambot.
Paano siya apoy niya?
Pagbubuhay na yung ring. So, iniinit pala ulit.
Parang drummer test ko yan. Oo sir. Parang relax mo lang. Parang hindi mo diliginan para hindi ka mag-awit. Ilagay natin siya sa borax. Para pag nailagay yung hinang, kalat na. Apo siya po yung mag-welding. Yan po yung hindi sir, mas matigas. Mas maraming soto, magbiligit na. Kasi
lang inapakala.
Hindi marunong magpainit.
Hindi mo sure.
Hawakan mo sir, yan. Yan.
Hindi marunong ba?
Welding na siya ngayon ay sa...
Ano sir, natin talaga.
Yun.
Ayan.
Pero sa mapunta sa 7.
Sir, pinili mo yan? For your price? Demo.
Grabe mo lang daw.
Grabe.
Palungan pa natin sir. Pwede pa lang palungan natin sir.
Okay lang.
Kaya ayaw. Pakinis. Doon sir, papanis. Pag-isip pa.
Minuhol mo lang.
Malambot-lambot pa yan.
Huhulog, pwede pang i-recycle.
Oo sir, yung mga pino. Ito po, mga scrap.
Kaya mas scrap po.
Ito yung mga scrap sir, na ginagawa ko.
I-recycle ulit. Matutunawin ulit. Okay. Babalutong na yan. Sa loob.
Ano number nung ano na yun? Sa loob, ganyan mo siya i-release. Dapat lahat nun, mawawala yung gasgas na.
Dapat.
Tapos sa labas naman.
Sa labas din.
Plain na siya, malinis na siya. Gusto mo i-try? Okay.
Ikakasal na yan. Stop na pizza naman pala ano eh. Papalish.
Oo, ano kung hindi mo shining shimmering. Silver.
I-oyak na?
Pinagsasan natin kanina eh. So, sisig na siya. Matatapos tayo yung kilala ko na yung chef. Mas makinis na yung ginagamit na pagdihir na kayo.
Ano to may ano yan? May parang wax?
Opo, parang wax lang ang polish. Pero hindi pa ito yung pampakitap. Ito pa lang yung pagtanggal ng gas-gas ng liyan.
Handcrafted talaga.
Opo.
Hindi siya machine.
Para makita, makuminta. Oo.
Kailan?
Okay. Same lang din yung nilalagay sir na pantagal ng gasgas. Topping. Pag-editan na.
Mas makita ko si Bago, kaya yung mga nasa taas.
Oo sir, pag nabinili nila. Yes, sir.
Stop na.
Ako, yung pang-nugas ba sir, para matanggal yung pinuntahan.
Pangugas lang.
Tapos, hindi lang din. Hindi sir, takaw. Dikit yung one.
Yung blower. Ito na ang resulta. Sukat natin.
Tayo sa labas.
Dito na.
Habilin dito eh.
Ano pang linis ng silver?
Na ating finished product.
Hindi ka tundo lang pa.
Ating final product. Ang singsing ni Adan. Final product. Grabe. Nakita natin kung paano ginawa from start to finish. Less than an hour. The place called Kawa. Kape Kawa. Kape Kawa. Yung bag. Grabe, haba naman.
Pero this is the best place.
Ito na
Quick lang,
makita
quick lang.
yung kakainin nyo eh. Yes, po.
Thanks for coming here. We'd like to introduce everything, the menu that we have for Cafe Kawa. We'll start with our famous pulpog. It's smoked for 12 hours. It's a term, a Cordillera term, a Ilocano term for pulpog. Marami sila niyan. Iba kining or what. So it's smoked for like 12 hours, and then we we put all the different spices on it. So now what we're doing is may mountain rice tayo para may Cordillera feel, and then we wanna, since Asian feel yung ating menu, we're putting a lot of salad here with sesame Japanese dressing, you know. So that's the pulpog right there. That's a big plate. It's for sharing, which you can see. Itong next natin, we just launched this like last Saturday. This is our beef bacareta, homemade, with our mountain rice, and then another salad, Japanese salad for there. Ito yung bacareta natin. So what the concept of what we're trying to do here is like we want everything boneless. So now we go here, we have a 3-piece boneless chicken for those who love chicken. Special marination, once again with mountain rice and our famous sesame dressing salad. So ito naman yung top 3 natin dito sa Cafe Kawa. Now, I'd like to move here. This is, once again, this is called tofu pulpog. Wow. So tofu yan, smoked meat with our tofu and 2 special sauces. This is part of our appetizer. Ito naman. As you can see, our servings are really hefty and huge. Kaya nga, it's good for sharing. So I think that's what all we have right now. You can take a picture and wala nang, bones to, chew. Everything. You hassle-free, can eat everything to the last drop, and I'm sure you're gonna enjoy this. So
yes. Excited to try.
Oh, okay, good. So this is the first batch of the order, so enjoy.
Be home for Christmas. Ito yung home natin sa Leia. A beautiful home in Baguio with the Christmas feel. Ang Azalea, napaka-warm ng kanilang mga. Baguio, Baguio Festival, and dito tayo sa Much for breakfast. Excited na ako. Tsaka ganda ng view. Yan o, overlooking.
Much.
Much.
Much awaited.
Ano naman ang view ng Much, oh? Eto, oh. Yung mga maraming bahay. So, we just arrived dito sa Much, mga kasinyor, ha? Ang ganda dito, ang ganda ng view. Parang perfecto for dinner dahil yun yung magiging dinner dito. Much. Pasok tayo sa Much. Yan, Much. Diba? Pinapil natin ang Baguio. With a view like this, diba? Sarap mag-breakfast. Nandito tayo sa Much. Pababa na siya ng Quezon.
Bango? Grabe ka.
Americano po.
kape natin. Latte. Okay, next. Yan talaga. Isig breakfast. Ikaw, grabe, sarap.
Bidre.
Smash burger.
Parang ano pala ito eh. Ano ba sikat na burger sa
Kain na tayo. Tikman natin ang napakasarap na tapa. Grabe, ang lambot. Ito, masarap na tapa.
Tapos yung sa Pilipinas parang GoPro.
Sobrang lambot. Sa Le Coq Homestay. Babapatay. Beware of dog. Napaka-price, bonjour. Ganda naman. Ay, gusto ko dito. Napaka-cozy naman.
Locals live, see the artwork by the local artist, and of course, in my case, experience the fusion of French and Filipino cuisine into one, always using local products. And my house is 98% recycled material.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes. Everything, every window, every table, every chair, the spoons, the glasses, everything is either recycle, ukay, secondhand. Friends who want to get rid of things, they give it to me.
How many people come in?
Usually couples only. Yeah. We just have two. We have the tiny house and we have the loft. So the tiny house is more of a honeymoon, you know, for people who want privacy. And the loft, we have a lot of guests. They want to be with us. They want to sit by the fire in the evening with a glass of wine and chit-chat the night away.
Thank you. Yeah.
Can we go up?
Yeah.
It's really interesting. I don't like things that are curated, like, you know, topiary. And
wow. Wow. Ganda naman. Parang gusto kong tumira dito.
It used to be. Yes, I'm very much into that, and I have. Of course, it's good. That's why my coffee is super blend. There's an outlet here. It's the same. I mean, they're all the same. You can buy from Garcia. There's a little carinderia, and I buy it there. But I'm sure it also.
Ganda ng view. We're rolling back to Manila after staying in Baguio for 3 days and 3 nights. We're going to Manila with Senor Brejero and
The Viajero and Beauty of the Philippines.
The Beauty of the Philippines and Iron Wolf.
Let's go.
Pwede ko lang isang sentence yun, bro. The Viajero.
Hello mga kasenyor. I'm winding our 3-day stay dito sa Baguio, dito sa Azalea Residences, ang ating home for the last 3 days and 3 nights. Dito sa Baguio, napaka-komportable ng hotel na to, napaka-warm ng kanilang hospitality, napaka-excellent ng kanilang mga service. Ang sarap ng pagkain pag breakfast. Paborito ko yung arroz caldo. Anyway, kaya tayo pumunta dito sa Baguio because of the Baguio Festival. It's a creative Baguio Creative Festival na paying homage to Baguio being designated as a creative city for crafts and folk art noong 2017. So, ang Baguio pala is napakayaman sa weaving, sa wood carving, sa silverworks, sa tattooing, at iba-iba pa mga Pukat Creative Arts na matatakbuhan dito sa bundok. At ito yung parang sentro ng Cordillera kung saan yung yaman ng buong region ay matatakbuhan dito sa Baguio. Pero ito yung pinakasentro. And we're very happy to be invited by the Creative Baguio Council. Baguio, yes, hindi lang ang Baguio is pupunta kayo para mag-ukay-ukay or kumain sa good taste, but marami kayong pwedeng puntahan, mga galleries, mga restaurants serving delicious gastronomic food na paying tribute, paying homage to the wealthy cuisine ng Cordillera. So anyway, napating tayo dito, madaling araw, natulog lang tayo saglit dito sa Azalea Hotel, and then immediately pumunta na tayo sa Amari La Cocina restaurant. So again, this is another very good restaurant, although Spanish, Italian nyo kayo this, they try to merge yung mga pagkain ng mga Cordillera doon sa kanilang mga pizza, sa kanilang mga pasta, at sa kanilang mga ice cream na napakasarap. So, we're very happy to meet Mr. Bustos, who is also a good art collector. Kaya yung kanyang restaurant is actually the dating bahay ng mga Lopez. So it's a very nice mansion at he preserved niya yung ganda ng lugar. So ang daming mga exhibit ng mga artworks ng mga Baguio artists na matatagpuan sa restaurant. So dito natin talaga namit si Ma'am Vivian at kinuwento niya sa atin ang istorya ng Baguio, yung mga pagkain dito, kung paano na-designate siya as creative city. And then pagkatapos ng kusina, pumunta tayo sa convention center. Pinuntahan natin yung mga exhibit related to Baguio Festival. Na-touch ako doon sa exhibit about the works ng mga people with special needs. Gawa nila, and then they use arts as a outlet to heal. So nakita natin, then nakita nila na exhibit sa ilalim ng convention center, mga gawa rin ng mga artists sa Baguio. And natuwa ko doon sa tinatawag nilang traditional box camera at nagkaroon tayo ng picture. Papakita ko sa iyo yung picture. Pagkatapos doon, pumunta naman tayo sa tinatawag ng museum. Yung kabatchmate ko sa USC na si Mr. R. Tibaldo. He collects mga camera, siya, photographer, multimedia personnel. Ngayon, vlogger na rin siya. So, nakita natin ang ganda ng kanyang museum at pinakita namin sa atin yung kanyang mga collection. After noon, nagpahinga lang tayo sa Azalea at nung gabi, pumunta naman tayo sa isang restaurant na ang may-ari din is another member ng Baguio Council, Creative Council. So pinakita sa atin niya yung area kung saan tinuturuan niya yung mga gusto matuto ng mga artwork dito sa Baguio. And then after that, kumain tayo ng masarap na Mongolian. The next day, maaga rin tayong gumising para puntahan ng iba-iba pang mga pwedeng ikutan dito sa Baguio. Isa na yung Noche Chocolate Factory. Natutuwa ako na ang coca pala is very prolific na dito sa Baguio, sa Cordillera. And this is based as an ingredient sa paggawa ng napakasarap ng tsokolate na matatagpuan sa Dubuche. After noon, pumunta naman tayo, nag-lunch tayo sa isang artisanal coffee shop, ang Guest Haven, kung saan pinakita sa atin yung mga ibabang mga French dishes at saka coffee na nanggaling sa Cordillera, sa Davao, natikman natin na napakasarap. Pagkatapos nun, pumunta naman tayo sa isang whipping hub kung saan ginagawa ang pagtuturo, ang pagka-training ng mga locals to do the traditional weaving dito sa Baguio. And then sumunod naman, pumunta tayo sa Quilac Silver Works, another silver shop na isa sa pinakapatanda dito sa Baguio. At nakita natin kung paano ginagawa ang paggawa ng singsing na from scratch. And then finally, ang dinner natin sa Kamkawa. Napakaganda ng lugar. Overlooking siya, kitang-kita ang buong Baguio. At nakatikim din tayo ng mga dishes na inspired by the local dishes dito sa Cordillera. So yun ang natutuwa ko. At dahil naikot natin ang napakagandang lugar dito sa Baguio, at nakita natin ang creativity ng mga tao. Sabi nga nila, ang travel is about experience at saka yung narratives. Narinig natin ng kwento sa bawat art exhibit, sa bawat pagkain ng ating man, and we're very happy to finally be able to take part in this annual event, Baguio Festival. So next year, magkita-kita ulit tayo at tuklasin pa natin ang mga creativity ng mga tao dito sa buong Baguio at sa Cordillera. With that, maraming salamat sa panonood. Babalik na tayo ng Manila. Travel while you're in. Until the next vlog, see you soon.